Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Live Trains Rail recap. My name is Aaron. Let's go ahead and get into it. Today, we're going to be starting off with two close call incidents that were completely unnecessary and easily avoidable. So, real quick, if you're walking your dog and it's not leashed, especially near a busy main line, you don't necessarily know how your dog is going to react if it gets spooked. It's 100% out of your control at that point, and that's what we're about to see in this video. This German Shepherd went ahead of the owner and climbed onto the tracks, with the owner just off camera. The train was laying down its horn, and the dog got spooked and starts running to the train. Luckily, at the last second, the dog ran off the tracks. This could have been a lot worse, and it's a great reminder, if you're going to walk your dogs near the tracks, they really should be on a leash. Moving over to TN&O Junction, we see a pedestrian who blatantly ignores the train signals and horns, all to save a few minutes of time. It appears she gets disorientated on which track the train is actually on. While she made it through, she left very little room for error. Cutting in front of the train is a senseless risk and really not worth it.
At Tower 26, we see quite the Lashup. It's led by CEFX 1042, which is an AC-44CW built in October of 2004, along with a Union Pacific GP60, and on top of that, we see an MP15DC owned by Trans Global Solutions. This engine was built in September of 1979. Its entire life has been spent at different companies working refineries, with hopefully many more years of service life left. Alright, check out this race over in St. Louis between BNSF and Union Pacific. And of course, in a St. Louis fashion, we see yet another meet right on camera. This time, it's between Union Pacific and the Terminal Railroad Association's local. over to TN&O, we see a westbound Union Pacific unit coal train blasting through the diamond. Now this is probably one of my favorite clips of the video so far. Our TN&O camera captured a transfer train entering the New South Yard. Leading was BNSF 2091, which is an EMD GP38-2, initially built for Burlington Northern back in November of 1974. Followed by BNSF 1813, which is an EMD SD40-2, originally built for Santa Fe back in November of 1977. Behind that, we have BNSF 2544, which is an EMD GP39-3. Now, this engine was originally built as a GP35 for Santa Fe back in May of 1965. And the oldest of the bunch is BNSF 2811. Now, it's an EMD rebuilt GP39M. It was initially built as a GP30 for Burlington Northern back in 1963, so I'm sure it's been around the block. A bit more modern, we have BNSF 1467, which is an EMD SD60M, originally built for Burlington Northern back in March of 1991. And last but not least, we have BNSF 7065, which is an ES44C4. This was built in July of 2012. Pretty cool to see some older power in Houston, breaking away from all the safety cabs. Oddly enough, I always thought these XD60Ms looked pretty cool when they were faded, especially in the mid 2000s. However, now, probably needs to be repainted. Alright, back over St. Louis, we have a Union Pacific local. It's two SD60s. It's UP2184, which was built in April of 1986, followed by UP2236, which was built in 1988. Taking up the rear, it's Union Pacific 828. It's an EMD GP38-2. Originally, it was built for Missouri Pacific as 2328 back in 1981, so it's definitely been around the block as well.
And as always, thank you so much for liking our videos. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel if you want to get more content just like this.